In the golden age of LucasArts, adventure was everywhere, from deep space to pirate seas. But in 1997, they took players somewhere unexpected: the Old West. A classic tale of vengeance, justice, and redemption, reborn for a new generation. Outlaws and Handful of Missions Remastered brings LucasArts' cult classic Western first-person shooter into the modern era, fully restored for today's systems while preserving the style and spirit of the original release. Every shootout, every cinematic moment, every note of its unforgettable soundtrack, now presented in high resolution, widescreen support, and smooth frame rates that bring new life to the dust and grit of the frontier. Set in a lawless land of outlaws and vengeance, you play as retired U.S. Marshal James Anderson. When bandits murder his wife and kidnap his daughter, Anderson straps his revolver once more, riding into a trail of retribution that will test his aim, his faith, and his soul. Every mission unfolds like a classic Western film: voiced cutscenes, hand-painted art, and the unmistakable storytelling touch of LucasArts in their prime. This remaster stays faithful to its roots. Environments retain their handcrafted painted textures, now rendered in crisp clarity. Character sprites are smoother, movement fluid, and input latency tightened for modern controls. From dusty saloons to canyon hideouts, every corner of Outlaws' world carries the look of an animated Western drawn straight from the pages of a vintage comic book. The restoration work keeps the original Jedi edge and feel intact, but runs flawlessly on modern PCs and current hardware through Night Dive Studios' Kex engine. Few shooters sound this authentic. The iconic score by Clint Bajikin has been remastered by its highest fidelity, sweeping orchestral arrangements mixed with the lonesome strum of the frontier. Each track dynamically shifts with the action. Draw your gun, and the tempo rises. Holster it, and you'll hear the silence of the plains. It's one of the most immersive sound designs ever created for a Western game, timeless and now crystal clear. The collection includes a full Outlaws campaign and the expansion A Handful of Missions, 5 bonus levels filled with new challenges, landscapes, and notorious gunslingers. From train heists to ambush towns, each mission expands the story universe, featuring new voiceovers and cutscenes crafted with the same cinematic flair. Multiplayer maps from the original PC release are also included, faithfully preserved for LAN and online play. Every encounter in Outlaws is built around timing, precision, and survival. The revolver, shotgun, rifle, and dynamite, each weapon handles with distinct weight and rhythm. Quick draw duels test reflexes. Dynamite clears paths, or ends them early if thrown wrong. Exploration reveals hidden ammo caches, secret rooms, and reward for players who think like lawman instead of a gunslinger. Levels are open-ended, letting you choose your route through dusty towns, rail yards, and mining camps, all tied together with voice lines that echo across the canyon walls. The remaster features support for modern resolutions, adjustable FOV, mouse smoothing options, and full controller compatibility. The Kex engine keeps load times minimal and removes the need for DOSBox or legacy emulators. You can play in classic mode or enable visual enhancements for cleaner lines and sharper contrast, giving you total control over how Outlaws looks and feels. More than 2 decades later, Outlaws and A Handful of Missions Remastered stands as a tribute to one of LucasArts' most ambitious creations. A Western saga of loss, revenge, and redemption, revived for new players, preserved for veterans, and forever etched into gaming's frontier legacy. Justice rides again. And if you're ready to keep your trigger finger warm, let's keep the Western spirit alive. This is Call of Juarez, Gunslinger, a modern Western shooter that channels the same outlaw spirit with its own twist on storytelling and style. Thanks for watching this showcase of Outlaws and A Handful of Missions Remastered. For more deep dives and showcases of legendary games brought back to life, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell, and stay tuned for the next ride into gaming history. Until then, game on.